I'm back to answer all of your Scent Club questions, or as much as I can answer, but I wasn't anticipating the success I had with Scent Club because all the kits that I had sold in less than 36 hours. We are going to drop 25 more kits today as well, and I'm going to tell you all about and answer all your questions about Scent Club coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. Yes, today I'm talking about Scent Club. I did a video last Sunday and launched Scent Club on Sunday. And I guess I totally underestimated how much success it was going to have. And as I was saying, I sold out of all the kits in less than 36 hours. So we are dropping 25 more kits, and that will be the final, because my arrangement with the brands was 250 kits total. But we wanted to hold off on launching all 250 at once because we just wanted to see if there were anything that was going to come up. So it's open now. If you're still behind in getting a Scent Club kit, please go get it now until it sells out, because there's only 25 more. But I wanted to thank you so much for jumping on the first kit as soon as we launched it last Sunday. I really do appreciate it. And it just ran out. Like, we just really ran out really quickly, and I thought when I launched it, I thought it was going to take like 2-3 weeks. I did not realize that a lot of you guys were really excited for this and wanted to experience fragrances, new fragrances and things like that, especially those of you that live in places that don't have access to, or easy access to, fragrances that I am talking about. If I haven't mentioned it, and I think I did mention it in the last video, the kits are created with me, or making arrangements with the brands, and they're only fragrances that I love. So this is a kit that's kind of tied to this YouTube channel or my Instagram, but all the fragrances that I curate in these kits are fragrances that I love. A brand can't come to me and say they want to be featured in my kit. They cannot do that unless that brand and the fragrance that they want to feature is a fragrance that I really love and wear. So that is the first and most important thing I wanted to get off my chest, because I think I mentioned it, but I wanted to stress that. And the fact that I make arrangements with the brands directly. They provide the juice. This is all arranged. I'm not doing this behind the scenes with the brands. I'm not, not letting them know. They all know that, and they're all part of the collection, the kits that I'm putting out together. And I'm really excited and happy that you guys all took part so fast. It just was really amazing to see the kits sell out like that. So one thing I wanted to highlight also in this video is to let you know that when I first was starting to do this idea, it was thanks to Twisted Lily, who actually contacted me to have a kit curated for them. And then of course, one thing led to another, and I got the idea to do this. I wanted to make it a subscription service, but after looking into it and building this thing, subscription service is not going to happen. So I will only do this as a drop each month to 2 months. Not going to be seasonal, although I like the seasonal idea. It will be, perhaps we'll go for 3 months and there will not be a kit, but there's a second kit that's going to drop next month, towards the end of the month. So it will be like that. If I feel like there's 3 solid fragrances I want to highlight in a kit, I will highlight it. But it's not going to be a club that renews over and over again, a subscription service. Definitely not. So if you got a kit 1, you're not going to be billed for kit 2. It's me announcing the kit, and once I announce it, there's going to be, the demand for it, and then as soon as I drop it, and if you take action and things like that, it will sell out right away. I am going to be increasing the kits down the line, though. Next kit will be 100 more kits. So until we get to a point where it won't sell out and things like that, but I'll be increasing the kits as we go. So for the next drop, we'll drop 325 or so, or 320, and then drop a few additional, like we're doing today with the additional 25 kits. But a lot of you were asking, are you going to be charged for the kit number 2 instantly or automatically? Not. This is going to be just drops that I do and announce here. And as I said, if you get a chance to buy it, it's a good thing. You'll be alerted with the video, and if you act fast, you can get kit number 2 and 3 and so on down the line. So this is not a subscription service, but the idea was to do a subscription service. But with Shopify, who we're doing the kits, the transactions with, it seems a little complicated, and we don't want to have people commit to kits, and we like the drop idea. And so, we drop it and it sells out, and then we are not going to, be requiring you to, or obligating you to buy kit number 2 and 3 and so on. So that is another thing that I really wanted to let you guys know, because I received so many questions about if this was a subscription service or not. Which leads me to say there's definitely no wait list, and I'm so sorry if I've misled anyone. I'm not fulfilling these kits. I did help fill the kits, but I'm not fulfilling them myself. I have a team that does it, and actually once this thing grows, we are going to farm out the whole entire operation of this. But I was involved in filling the kits with a couple of other people, but I'm not filling the kits, and there's definitely a learning curve here with all this. So if I've said something, I apologize. There's definitely not a wait list. There's no way we can do this. And I think originally we had people sign up, and there was no announcement made, and I made the announcement via video like I did here, like I'm doing here, and then like I said, it's sold out. So I guess please make sure to turn on your notifications here, so when I announce a new kit, you'll be able to instantly go there and check out, because there's no way. And again, as I said, I'm not handling Shopify. I have a team that does it. So if I've said something, I apologize. There's no way to get on a wait list, unfortunately. So I guess what I'll say is I hope to learn a little more with Shopify, and I can help it along the way. But turn on your notifications, so to be notified as soon as I drop another kit, you can go ahead and buy it right away. And as I said, kit number 2 will be more kits, and I think with the demand, I think we could probably go up to 1,000 kits, but at this time it's too much work, and so we're going to do this little by little until it's at a point where I can hand it off to a company that can do the whole entire thing. So stay tuned for kit number 2. It will be dropping sometime between the middle of August to the end of August, and I'm doing it then because I'm planning on going to Europe again the middle of September. So I'd like to have the kit number 2 dropped and sold and everyone received by the time I leave to Europe in the middle of September. And then the third kit I'm planning for somewhere around the end of October, when I get back, almost the middle of October. So that's a lot of the information that you guys were asking, but I want to also tell you some other things that you guys should know about. I already mentioned it's strictly fragrances I love, and I'm working directly with the brands. The next kit will be even smaller brands, as I featured Atelier d'Azores in the first kit, who's somewhat around since 2014, and then I featured Sarah Baker Perfumes, who's pretty well known as well, and then of course I featured Angelo's Creations Olfactives, a smaller indie niche house. But this particular kit number 2 will be even smaller brands. I mean, their fragrances are out, but not necessarily very easy to get here in the States. So stay tuned for that kit. I'm excited for it, and I feel like the fragrances in kit number 2 are going to be fall appropriate. One other thing I should also say, all the fragrances I will be doing unisex. There's not going to be a male targeted release. There's not going to be a feminine targeted release. They're all going to be unisex, and all from niche houses. And I want to work with the smaller houses, the ones that don't have a lot of reach. Not big brands like Frederic Malle or Amouage or Xerjoff and things like that, because you guys have access to all those brands, and they're also distributed by distributors internationally. So I won't be working with like really big brands. I want to focus on the smaller niche houses and fragrances that I love. So discounts. So the brands have created discounts, and they're on the website where the kit, like for kit 1, you can go to the link, and if you fell in love with Rouge Sarai, you can go there and then get go to their website and then type in the discount code and buy a bottle. Also, Sarah Baker also has a discount. You can go there and buy Ludo with the discount she's created for me. The discount should be ScentClub, so you can just go directly to their websites and use that discount code. Same thing with Angelo's Creations Olfactives. You can go to the website where the kit number 1 is on theperfumeguy.net, and then go to by the link, go to Angelo's Creations Olfactives and check out with the fragrance Eau de Vertu using that discount code. So there are discount codes you can use and to buy the fragrances once you fall in love with the fragrance and things like that. A couple of other things that I also received messages. One person sent a message that their bottle was not spraying. So we wanted to make this as less expensive as possible, with the whole fact that there's a lot of supply chain issues and everything. I think they're pretty good atomizers, and if they're not spraying, take the I'll show you. Like this is one of the atomizers here. Again, I think I mentioned this in the other video. These are larger than 5 mLs. They do hold around 7 mLs, just under 7. So if it's not spraying, take the cap out and then open this thing and then put it on a table and, click it down a couple times so it kind of starts circulating, and that should fix the problem, hopefully, because in the past that's what I've done. So if it's not spraying, do that. Sometimes there's air that gets in there and kind of prevents it from coming out. So there's that. And if there was any leakage issues, I apologize. Again, this is all a learning curve. I've never done this before. It is the first time. So we're hopefully fix it. And I had mentioned also in the last video, we are going to be updating the kits, look, design, everything. But, that's going to be down the line. So look for that as well, too. I guess that's something that should happen, probably not by kit 2, but probably by kit 4, maybe 3 or 4. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is a very exciting thing for me. A lot of people are asking me to, come up with my own brand. Everybody's coming out with their own brand, and it's not to say I won't come out with a brand in the future, but I wanted to do something like this where I can share the fragrances that I love with the people that follow me. A couple more things. I did receive one comment that said they did not like any of the fragrances. And again, if you're only used to, smelling fragrances from places like Macy's, the designer stuff, you're probably not going to like these kits because they are pretty niche. I'm so sorry, but this is my taste and the fragrances that I love. And I think a lot of people mention that they follow my channel because of the fragrances I like, they like as well. So if you've never sampled any niche fragrances, you're probably going to be shocked with these fragrances, especially with Ludo being very animalic. I've heard from people saying it's really animalic to lightly animalic. I get lightly animalic from it, but yeah, you're probably, like I said, if you're only used to things like Macy's department store fragrances from the designers, these are going to be pretty out there for you. But it's also a great way for you to learn to appreciate niche fragrances, I should say. But anyway, one last thing. A lot of you are asking me to expand to EU and Canada. So the Canada thing is up in the air. It's not going to happen by kit number 2. Also, EU thing is up in the air. There's a chance I might expand, but I'd have to get a team to do it there because I'm not in the EU. So all of this is a possibility for potentially down the line. So we'll see how it goes. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I really do appreciate you jumping on that kit 1. Stay tuned for kit 2. And also, if you haven't already taken advantage of kit 1 with this particular drop of 25 of them, do, if it hasn't sold out yet. But yeah, stay tuned for kit 2. I think you're going to like the fragrances. They're very fall appropriate, at least to me they are. And I think you're going to enjoy the brands that I featured in kit 2. The kit 2 brands should be fairly new, but kit 3, I'm also focusing on a few fragrances that I'm a big fan of from the past. So we're going back to a couple of older releases, and I'm hoping to add a very new release in kit 3 as well. And then of course kit 3 is going to be even further expanded into more quantities. So especially since we are just before the holidays with kit 3 launch. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video. If I've missed anything, you can put a comment down and I'll look and see if I can can answer. You can always send messages to me. You can also send messages to the ScentClub email address off the website. There'll be somebody answering questions there. But if you do have questions, add a question here below. Other than that, guys, thanks so much. And again, I do appreciate you taking action on ScentClub Kit 1. Stay tuned for Kit 2. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.